I love when I can look at somebody else's life and see where God is at work and God is connecting the dots in their life. And I think Taylor Swift right now is a beautiful, no pun intended, prime example of just that. What I'm about to share with you is really, really, really important. And my only wish is that you can genuinely receive it and understand what I'm trying to communicate with you, and it doesn't go over your head. Okay? As I've been saying many times, matter of fact, my biggest motto at this point is that God is real and so is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? But what I love, like in a crazy way, I love this. I love when I can look at somebody else's life and I can see the many different ways that God is working in their life. Because I can easily do it in my life. And you know, I can connect the dots and I know and I understand universal language and things like that. But I love when I can look at somebody else's life and see where God is at work and God is connecting the dots in their life. And I think Taylor Swift right now is a beautiful, no pun intended, prime example of just that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just break down the timeline of the space that her life is in right now. This is when people say things like, oh, the stars are aligning and things like that. I'm going to just break this down so logistically beautiful for you. You know what I'm saying? I just know that you're going to connect with it and you're going to understand it on levels you probably never did before. So let me just break down the timeline of like how her past maybe month been going and how perfect it's been. Okay, starting with the Grammys. That was like February 8th or 6th or 5th or something like that. Artist of the Year. I think this was the 4th time that she won that title. Artist of the Year. Okay, beautiful. That in itself is like, oh my God. I think that's music's biggest. It's one of their most biggest accomplishments. One of the most notorious things. I think you even seen in Jay-Z's speech where he said Beyonce has the most Grammys of all time, but she never won Artist of the Year. You know what I'm saying? That's just to give you an example of how big this award is. She won it 4 times. Okay, that in itself is beautiful. That's like, okay, that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? We can let that slide. Then Artist of the Year happened. What happens during the same time when Artist of the Year happened? She announces a whole new album. Okay, boom. Okay, now we got two. We got 2 stacked up on the totem pole now. All right, that's 2 whole new album. Anybody know, for a superstar artist announcing a new album, is it. That is where it's at. It's it. I know I'm gonna put some graphics in this video a little later, so I'm gonna sit over here. That is it. You know what I'm saying? Announcing a new album, that is like a whole new era. All your fans getting excited, begin the buzz. Okay? Fast forward, her boyfriend is in the Super Bowl. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is I love to talk about this because something else that I like to preach, if you will, is that one thing I love about God, and I'm always a little hesitant to give out God's secret sauce and God's secret keys because I don't know if I'm supposed to on many spiritual levels. But one thing I love about God, I think I could reveal this one, is that God shows up in our life. When God shows up in our lives, he does it, and for my disclaimer, he, she, it, I don't care what you call it. I only say he because that's what a lot of people popularly say. To me personally, it's an it. It's a spirit. It's an entity. It's a being. The supreme being. Okay? Which means technically we are it's too, but that's a different conversation. I'm not going to get into that on this video. when he shows up in our lives, he always does it in this beautiful fashion of perfection. Like, mind you, people are sleepwalking out here. So when he do it, he gotta do it in a way just to let you know, yeah, that was me, player. That was me. I didn't know that. Oh, okay, artist of the year. That wasn't enough. Okay, you announce, you know, I call you to announce the album. Okay, that's cool. One could argue that's a personal, egotistical thing. Okay, boyfriend in the Super Bowl. Oh, now we cooking with gas. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, this is all free publicity for her. Like, can you have any more perfect of an album launch than that? You won the Artist of the Year Grammy and your boyfriend is in the Super Bowl? What more publicity for an album? What more perfect album launch can you possibly have? What more album launch can you personally have? And you know, all of this, and fast forward, because I'm actually recording this on the 12th, her boyfriend won the Super Bowl. Are you not convinced yet? You know, I think it's 300 or the Gladiator, whichever one of the two. Are you not entertained? Is this why you're here? That's how God be, man. God is a ruthless cat, man. Y'all don't understand. Every time people think God is fun and games, I be like, hey, you know that mofo invented sharks, right? You know that mofo invented sharks. There's nothing about a shark that says fun and games, although it's an absolutely beautiful creature. But it's a Roomba of the ocean. It's literally a Roomba of the ocean. I be like, yeah, God invented sharks, okay? So it's not all fun and games over here, playa. So, man, and wait a minute, the plot thickens, because this is God we're talking about. So he has to convince you that he is real, that he's really in these streets with you. He has to convince you, wait, she's in the middle of a hit smash, top of her career, what's that word? Not masterpiece, but opus something. I can't think of the dang on word right now. Opus something. Magnum opus. Tour. World tour, national tour, international tour of her entire career. My goodness. Indeed. Stop playing with me, man. This is how God be, man. God, you stop playing with me. You want me to talk slang? I can talk slang too, fam. This is how God be. I can talk slang too, fam. Stop playing with me. Put some respect on my name. Okay? But again, man, I love this because God works these type of perfection. Just look at how all these stars align. Let me break it down for you one more time. Artist of the Year, 4th year in a row. Grammy, Artist of the Year. You announce an album when you win the Grammy. Perfect time to do it. Boyfriend goes to the Super Bowl. All during the span of a few weeks. Okay, boyfriend goes to the Super Bowl. You get all type of free publicity, okay? Free publicity is free publicity. That's one of the best things in the world. Boyfriend wins the Super Bowl. Back to back. You know what I'm saying? This is more free publicity. And you're in the middle of your magnum opus world. That's why it's called Eras, for those who didn't know. Okay, I know the Swifties know this because it's her career going through all of the eras that she been through up until this point. Is this not perfect, or is this not perfect? Of course it's perfect. You want to know why? Because it's God. Now you see why I get so excited about this? Now you see why I get so passionate about this? Because I see it happening in my life too. So I love when I see it happen in other people's lives, because I get to make these beautiful videos to try to help you. Where my camera at? Where my camera at? It's right here. To try to help you connect the dots. It is real, okay? It is real, and God will work and weave in these strings and work in these perfections in your life as well. You just got to open your eyes. You just got to open your heart. You just got to open your spirit to realize it and to know that it's there and it's true. It really, really, really is. It's not a fluke. This is what Jesus was trying to teach us. All you need as much as faith as a mustard seed. That's all you need. Know that this is real. Know that this is true. Know that this is life, baby. This is life. But man, I love to see when God working in other people's lives and I could clearly connect the dots because I know the game. I know the spiritual game. I know it when it happens in my life, and I love when I see it happen in somebody else's life because I can make these videos to help you try to get it together to understand how it's happening in your life. It happens in everybody's life. And here's the beautiful part about it. Once you get in touch with that dimension, once you get on that level, once you get on that curve, okay, once you start to understand that these things are happening, a great book that can help you with this is the Celestine Prophecy. Go check out that book if your heart and your spirit is guiding you to it. But it's a beautiful book that can help you understand on how to connect these dots. But you know what I'm saying? The more you get in tune with that, the more you can understand that. Now you kind of learning how to play the game of life a little bit. Life is indeed a game. Don't get it twisted. As I mentioned, once again, God created sharks and Komodo dragons. Okay, if that's not some kind of sick game, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, in the ocean. Who does that? Who does that? Seriously, who does that? And dogs. Oh my God. You created sharks and you created dogs. Man, if y'all don't open your eyes up, man, and stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. That's how God be. If y'all do not stop playing with me, boy. Boy. You think you hot? Aight. And don't forget, megalodons once existed. Man, I could go all day on this, man. Why, God? Why? I think God talking to me right now, man. Helping me talk to you. I'm just a channel right now, man. Dinosaurs existed. Oh, but I could wipe those out too if I want to. Stop playing with me, man. Oh, my goodness, man. I think that's enough, man. I go by the name of slr-d. This is what we do on this channel. This is my pure spiritual channel. You know what I'm saying? I have another channel for all my secular endeavors and desires and entertainment. So what that means for you is you get nothing but that spiritual talk on this channel. That God sauce, that's what I call it. That God wisdom, that's what I call it. You get nothing but that spiritual nutrition on this channel. It's not going to be a whole bunch of fluff. If you subscribe to this channel, you're going to get what you're looking for. And just know that I love you. God loves you. The world loves you, but they may not know it yet. And you really are beautiful. You really are blessed. And get in touch with the game, man. Learn the rules of this game. This is what Sadhguru mean by, you know, the human being. The human being is the most beautiful machine on the planet. But the only problem is you forgot to read the user's manual. We out of here, man.